Hello world, it's January 6th, 2010, Wednesday. I had to go do some traveling today on the buses and whatnot, and I just wanted to make a notation that I saw massive spraying today. There wasn't any clouds in the sky tonight. I saw more planes and more lines. I even saw planes leaving lines with planes right next to it. The majority of what you see now is from these lines. Now, even if they don't have some devious plan to exterminate us, even NASA has reported on their website, you can look at it for yourself, that basically, in short, says that due to all the air traffic, that the trails being left are causing a haze, which is a major contributor to global warming. But I want you to make a notation. I personally witnessed, see all this stuff you see now? See all these lines? Started off trails from a plane. Okay? Trails from a plane. Everything you see has come from trails from a plane. The sky this morning looked like a baby powder blue. Now, it may not be the smartest guy in the world, but when I physically see these trails being left, spreading out, and causing what you're seeing now, those things spread out, those things spread out, those things spread out, and there was more lines in the sky than I'd ever seen before. It's just unbelievable and ridiculous. When you hear about global warming, when everybody gets charged as carbon tax, they're going to put out, we're the culprits, right? But yet, if what NASA's saying is true, then ultimately the airlines and people that own airplanes, especially jets, are ultimately responsible. Why don't they pay the money? Why don't the people that take airplane trips pay the money? And more importantly, we're talking about jet fuel here, guys, at minimum. Jet fuel. Supposedly, I guarantee if some people knew about weather and everything, they would say that today was not a day for clouds as far as humidity goes and whatnot, and temperature. It was not a good day for them to stick around and spread and line after line after line, which eventually, by the end of the day, is causing this. This is what you see. Look in the back, look in the distance, it's all white. Is there anybody out there that has enough power, enough clout, enough anything to do anything about this? Anybody? Or are we just going to let this happen day after day, year after year? And I don't know. It's just unbelievable. That's all I got to say. Unbelievable. I'm watching this happen, and I'm watching planes seemingly close to each other. Majority of them leaving trails that are staying and expanding. And then I saw 2, 3, whatever this morning that were flying right next to them that weren't leaving any trails. So how is that? How is that possible? How is it possible for all these, what would be dozens and dozens of lines that are being left, spread out into this, eventually, small lines, like that, big lines, like that, mostly it was like those, but it's like they do both. I've been pretty quiet, I haven't done too many videos, but it's time for someone to do something that has the ability to do so. I can only make so many videos saying what's going on in the world. It's up to someone that's got some clout and some power to do something. So, I just want to bring this to your attention. Not that, the majority of you that have been looking into this probably know this already, but this is what we're getting. This is not clouds. These are not clouds. It's those things you see right there, that plane that's rolling, leaving a trail. These things that are spreading out. And the funny part about it is, I've noticed there is some cases where they don't leave trails, all of a sudden they leave a trail. Some of the trails sometimes disappear, and then other ones that are following it don't. It just, you know, it's a hard thing to prove, but I know one thing. There was no clouds this morning. When I started on my venture, I'd say it was around 9:30, 10. Went over to Burbank, came back, and I just saw lines after lines after lines after lines being left, and you can see off in the distance lines all over the place. Then I'm seeing the planes that aren't leaving them. So like I said, at minimum, the issue here is NASA's own report that there is a problem with these things spreading out, causing a haze, and entrapping the heat of the Earth. Okay? Not to mention my own personal note that if there's rocket fuel or whatever that's in with this stuff, that can't be good raining down on us. Is there anybody out there with power and clout? Is there anybody that can make noise about this? Is there? Have a good day, everybody. Happy 2010.